So welcome to a brand new section, and this is very exciting because we have now completed looking at the online store. So having done that section, we can now look at adding in the products. So I hope you're really starting to appreciate why I structured the course like I did. I described it as actually building something real, if you like. So we had the settings were our foundation, so we spent a bit of time on that. When we had that foundation in place, we started to look at the online store. And I think you can appreciate why we need that solid foundation in order for you to understand the online store properly. Then, having built the online store, now we can start to add products to it, but we couldn't have done it the other way around, all right? So there really is a logic to this, and I hope you're really appreciating how the course is structured and how it is able to help you become a Shopify expert. So with that said, let's look at how we can add products to our store. Now, before I get started, I need to explain that there are two different types of products. There are simple products and there are variable products. Now, a simple product simply is a product that has no variations at all. So imagine you were selling a one-size-fits-all necklace and it was only gold and that was it. That would be a simple product. It has no variations. There is only one design available. Now, a variable product, as you might have guessed, has variations. So let me take the example of a t-shirt. A t-shirt could come in multiple colors and multiple sizes, and so therefore multiple variations. So that's the difference between your simple product and your variable product. And in this lecture, we're going to first look at how to add a simple product. So let's get going by clicking on Add Product. Now in a moment we're actually going to add a real product, but just for the moment I want to take you down through this form so that you understand all the various aspects of actually adding a product to the store. So first up we have the title and the description, which I think are fairly self-explanatory. Scrolling down a bit we have the media, which are essentially our product images. Moving down a bit further we've got the pricing. Now the price is the original price and the compare at price we can use for a sales price. In here we have the cost per item, which is essentially how much it's going to cost us, because obviously as a store owner we are buying in products and then marking them up on our site. So this cost per item is how much it's costing us to buy them in the first place, which is why you see this. Customers won't see this, all right? We can then charge tax on the product. We talked about taxes in the settings, of course. Scrolling further, we have the inventory. So two ways of keeping track of our inventory with the SKU, the stock keeping unit, and the barcode and the various variations of the barcode. So very much industry standards for keeping track of that. We can also ask Shopify to track the quantity for us. So if I click this off, you will notice that that quantity is gone. Let me do that again. Click it on. The quantity comes back, all right? On, off. Okay, you get the idea. So if I wanted to track the quantity, I could come down in here, for example, and put in a figure. And every time one gets sold, that figure is going to come down. And I could also ask it to continue selling when out of stock. So why would I want to do that? Well, it could be that we have a simple delay in our supply chain, for example. And we know we're going to have the product in a couple of days. We simply don't have it in stock right now. So it could go to 0, but I know I've got stock coming in. So I still want to carry on selling, even if I'm out of stock, according to what Shopify has recorded in my quantity. Moving on down further, we have the shipping. So you'll notice that by default, this is a physical product is checked on, which is going to be the case in 99% of stores. But we can also sell digital products in Shopify. So products that just can be simply downloaded directly from the store. They don't have any weight. They don't have any delivery. They don't have any of that, right? It's just automatically digitally delivered to the customer. So if I was to click this off, you see that all of the shipping information disappears because it's simply not relevant. So if I click back on the physical product, scroll down a little bit so we can see everything. We can add the weight of the product, and you see here it says use to calculate the shipping rates at the checkout. We looked at all of that in the settings already. We also have customs information, so we can say where this product came from, which may be relevant when applying import duties, for example. Then at the bottom here we have the harmonized system code. So for people shipping products internationally, this relates to possible tariffs that might be imposed on those products. Moving down even further, we've got the variance. Now this, as you would expect, relates to the variable product, but right now I'm focusing on the simple product. So we'll look at this in the next lecture. And then at the very bottom, we have the search engine listing preview, which of course you've seen already with the various pages that we put together, and this is no different. Scrolling back up to the top, we have the product availability. Now this relates to the sales channels where we are going to be showing our products. And several lectures ago, I talked about the different sales channels, like Amazon, for example, will be an additional sales channel. Now, by default, it's going to be showing on your online store. And if for any reason you didn't want it to show on the online store, you could click on Manage. Now, if we had selected other sales channels, made other sales channels available, then other sales channels would be appearing in here. I hope that's clear. And we could then click them on and off and decide whereabouts we actually wanted to show our products. But of course, right now, we're only talking about the online store. So we can come out of this. And just to show you as well, you can actually set a publication date for your product on your sales channel, in this case, the online store. So if I clicked on this, I can actually set a date for when it was going to be published. So you could add the whole product in and then say, okay, we want it to show on the site in 10 days time. So you could set that here, and in 10 days time, it would automatically appear on your store. So let's come out of here. Next we have organization, which is essentially the way you organize your products within your business. And so Shopify gives you the option to logically order them by type or vendor or possibly both. And then just scrolling on down a bit further, we have collections. Now this is going to feature fairly heavily in the rest of this course because collections are how you organize your products on your site. Okay, so organization, just going back to that, that's kind of like within your business. The collections are how we're going to show them on the site. So we might group them up into t-shirts or gardening tools or cooking utensils or whatever it might be. You have already been on a multitude of e-commerce sites like Amazon or whatever, and you've seen how they structure, how they organize the site. And it's the collections that allow us to do that. So we're going to be adding in a couple of collections later on and then dropping our products into those collections, and you're going to see how that works. And then finally there are tags. Now we can tag a product with any word we want, and once we've got that, it then makes it searchable both for us and also for our customers. Now your customers don't see the tag name, but let's say this was part of a summer collection or something like that. You could tag it with the word summer, and then if somebody typed in the word summer into the store, it would bring up this product. Equally, within the admin system here, you could search all of your products that related to the tag summer so that you could quickly access them all at the same time. And with that, we've reached the end of this tour describing all the various things that we can do in terms of adding a product. So let's actually go ahead and add a simple product. Now, I think the best way to do this is to first of all upload an image so that you know what I'm talking about when I put in the title and the description. So I'm just going to go over here to media and go and find the images on my PC, and I'll see you in a moment when I'm done. Okay, I'm back, and here are the images, and you can see that my simple product is going to be this little chihuahua. That's what that is, okay? A little gold chihuahua hanging off a chain. Only one variation. And just to show you, I can drag these images around wherever I want. So this is the primary image right now, but if I wanted this one to be the primary image, I could just pick it up, drop it here, and it becomes the primary image, okay? So in fact, let's make this one the first image in the list, and then let's scroll up and actually describe this thing. So for the title, I'm going to call it Super Cute Dog Pendant for Every Chihuahua Lover. Now, just to be clear, in this example, I would be assuming that you have this product in your warehouse. Okay, that would be the business model. And I also want to be clear that I'm not going to go into how to write the best titles or the various descriptions, okay, for your particular products. That's going to be up to you. But there is at least one tip I can give you with the description, and that's that you should always highlight the benefits and not the features. So what am I talking about? Well, I prepared a description for this, and it's as follows. Let's just bring that up a little bit. It says, is there a better way to show how much you love your chihuahua? Okay, super cute pendant that will get all your friends talking. The perfect way to show everyone how much you love your chihuahua. High quality alloy that will last for years. Now, not so much the last one, but the first two are the benefits, right? It's a super cute pendant that will get your friends talking, and it's the perfect way to show how much you love your chihuahua. Those are benefits. Features would be things like it weighs 10 grams. the chain is 50 centimeters long, those kinds of things, all right? So when you're selling something, imagine you have a salesman in front of you and he says, oh, I think you should buy this necklace. It weighs 10 grams and the necklace is 50 centimeters long. Is that going to get you excited? No, it's not. But if he says, hey, I've got this super cute pendant that your friends are just going to love. I mean, can you think of a better way of showing your love for your Chihuahua? It's a completely different proposition. So that's what we mean when we talk about using benefits and not features to sell products. Okay, let's move on down the form a little bit further. So for the price, our compare at price is going to be our original price. I hope I just said that a little bit further back in the lecture. Sometimes this can be a bit confusing. So I want to reiterate here in case I did get it wrong. I don't think I did, but just in case I did, all right? So the compare at price is the original price of the product. So let's say we had it on at £25. If we want to show it at a discount, which I'll do in this case, I'm going to put it on at $19.95. Okay, so it's on at 25, crossed out, showing at $19.95. Then let's imagine that the cost per item, the amount we actually paid for it, was £5. So this is very much for internal use. Like I pointed out before, your customers will not see that price. We'll charge tax on this product for the time being. And then we'll add in a SKU. So let me just make up any old random SKU. Okay, that ought to do it. And then we're going to track the quantity. So let's imagine that we've got 100 of these things sitting in the warehouse at the moment. With that done, let's move on down to shipping. Now this is a physical product, obviously, so we're going to keep that checked on. But I'm not going to calculate shipping rates according to weight. I want to calculate shipping rates according to price. Now you might remember back in the settings when we were looking at the shipping some time ago now, how we could set that up. So let's just go there now and remind ourselves of what that looks like. So here I am back in the trusty settings, and of course we want to click on shipping. And it was up here in these general shipping rates. So if I click on manage rates and scroll down, I had actually set up 2 shipping zones. Okay, it was the domestic shipping zone, being the United Kingdom for me, and the rest of the world. But for customers buying from the UK at the moment, it's free for our standard rate. But I want to go in and now edit that. So let's click on edit rate. And then we're going to click on add conditions, just like we did before. So this is the bit that I want to show you. We can do it based on item weight, which I'm not going to do because I'm going to base it on price. Now you remember that I just basically priced that thing at £25 with $19.95 on sale. So I'm just going to create a very basic rate where the minimum price is 0. I'm then going to make the maximum price being £30. And then I'm going to make the shipping rate, and this is just to demonstrate everything of course, to be $2.95. Okay, and that's going to get added on at the checkout. As you can see here, customers will see this at the checkout. So I'm done with that. And then just for consistency, I'm going to do the same thing for the rest of the world. So we'll go to add conditions. We'll go based on order price. We'll put in a maximum price here of 30. And the price is going to be $2.95. In fact, let's make it slightly higher. Let's make it $3.95, okay? Because we're shipping to other parts of the world, just to show you. So let's click on done. And let's save that. And now let's head back to our product. So now that we're back, I hope that makes it clear. We are not going to base our shipping rates on weight, so there is really nothing to do here. Now in terms of our country of origin, we could put in the United Kingdom. So let's scroll down this huge list here and take the UK. And just to not overcomplicate things, I'm just going to leave this blank for the moment. The variants we're also leaving blank, and here's our search engine listing preview. Starting to look very nice. So let's go up to the top. For the product availability, we're just going to be showing in the online store. I'm not going to set a publication date because I want this thing to appear immediately. And then for the organization, as I said, this is more to do with internal organization. So let me just give it a product type of, let's say, pendants. Okay, and I'm going to click on add pendants. And then the vendor, let's make up a vendor called Super Pendants UK. All right, that's the vendor that I originally got it from. The collections, as I said before, we'll come back to this. I'm going to talk about collections in a bit. And once we created our logical collections, we'll be able to drop this new product into the appropriate collection. And then for the tags, let's put a tag of Chihuahua. And because that's impossible to spell, I'm actually going to take this one here, copy it, and stick that into my tags. Okay, add Chihuahua. And I am done. Everything looks fantastic. All I need to do now is click on Save. And you get, congratulations, you added your first product. So brilliant stuff. So let's click now on products because I want to show you how that list is now going to look. And as you would expect, you see it nicely listed. Now, just to show you a couple of things here, we've got a search engine here for filtering all of our products. Obviously, with one, that's not particularly useful, but imagine if you had hundreds, you could very quickly come there and find your products. And then there's all kinds of additional filters over here to help you with the management of your stock. You can also check this little box here, which brings up this little menu. So I can then click on More Actions, where I can do things like make the product available, unavailable, I can delete it, I can add tags, remove tags, collections, remove from collection, etc. Obviously this is more relevant if you were doing a big bulk update. But just to show you that the software makes all that entirely possible. So we're not going to do any of that for the moment, so let's just come out of here and uncheck this. Because what I want to show you now is that it is in fact showing on the site. So let's go over to our site, and now let's just click on Catalog. And there we see our product listed, all right? My super cute dog pendant for every Chihuahua lover, £25 down to $19.95. It's on sale. So if we click on this, it brings me to my product page with everything that I added. Here's all the text, and here are the 3 images that I added right in the beginning. And of course I can click on these to get a great idea of what the product looks like. So there we go, first product added, first simple product added. So I really hope you can see how simple and powerful it is, as with everything with Shopify. And I also really hope that you're following along with me with my actions and you've now added your first product as well. So in this lecture, we're going to look at adding a variable product. And as you saw in the last lecture, really the only big difference we're talking about are the variants down here at the bottom. So what I'm going to do in the interest of time is actually add a product. You don't need to see me filling in all these fields once again. You fully understand how all that works. And I'll see you in a minute when I'm done. Okay, I'm back. And as you can see, I've added a fabulous French bulldog necklace. And what I have here, as you can see for these images, are 3 different variants. Okay, I've got a black one, a gold one, and a silver one. So as we scroll down here, first of all, you notice that I haven't put anything in the pricing, and you'll see why in a minute. I've done all that other good stuff with the inventory, added a SKU, obviously a made up one again, put in 100 for the quantity. And as we scroll down now, with everything else in place, we can focus on the variants. So if I click this box now, this is where I can add in my options. In other words, my variant type. So my variant here, the thing that is varying is the color. Okay, so I'll take color from the list, and then what I need to do is to put in the different colors in here. As you can say, separate options with a comma. So we had gold, we had silver, and we had black. Okay, now let's scroll down a bit further, because you can see that it's now added in this preview. And here you have the opportunity to add in different prices for the different variants, should I want. Now I'm zoomed in on this screen so make it easier for you. So I just need to scroll over here to the right a bit, but I just want to show you that I can delete any of these at any time. But let's just go back here, and for the gold one, let's make it £26. For the silver one, let's make it £27, and for the black one, we'll make it 28. Again, just to show you how this works. Now we're going to leave all of these other things blank for the moment and just hit save. So the product's been added, so now I'm going to scroll back down to the variants, and now I get this edit button on the side here. So when I click on edit for the gold one, for example, it brings up a further editor which gives me the possibility to change the various parameters uniquely for the gold one. So the first thing I want to do is to associate the correct image with this gold variant. So I'm going to go and find that image on my PC, and I'll see you in a moment. Okay, I'm back. There's the image added. Now if we scroll down, you're now familiar with all this good stuff. So if I wanted to show this on sale, for example, this £26, I'd put this one in at, let's say, 30. All right, so the full price is 30, the discounted price is going to be 26. Let's put in our cost for item. for our internal purposes at 10. And then for the rest, we can basically leave it as it is. There really is nothing else to do. So let's save this variant by clicking on the Save button down the bottom. And then we can scroll up to the top and do the same thing for the silver one. So I'm going to add the image. And this time, and just to be a little bit different to demonstrate a few more of the capabilities, this time I'm not going to have it on sale. So we'll have the compare price the same at 27. Again, the cost per item, just for completeness, let's make it 10. And that's pretty much it. So let's scroll down to the bottom again, click on Save, up to the top, and finally the black one. And for the black one, let's play around a bit more. Let's change that sale price to 25, and we'll have a full price of 28. These are kind of silly examples, but I think you can see I'm just trying to show as much capability as I can. So we'll put in the 10 for the cost per item, and once again, we are all good. So we'll click on Save. Everything is great. So now what we can do is go back to our product. And if we scroll down now to look at the variants, you can see here a summary effectively of everything that we've done. And of course, if we wanted to go back, all we would need to do is click on Edit. And so that is basically that. The variable product has now been added to our store. So let's go and check it out. So back here on the site, we click on Catalog. And now here is our new variable product. So let's click into it. Now the thing you notice straight away as compared to the simple product is that we have this color field here. And if we change it, we're going to see the changing of the image and also of the various prices according to the settings that I made. So silver, we get the silver one. He's not on sale, right? Then we get the black one. He is on sale. And of course, just to show you, if I scroll down, I can fiddle around with these images as well. So let's go back to the main one. Now you might have noticed that sometimes it's saying sold out here for some of our variants. If we look at the gold one, it's not sold out, but for the silver and black it is. And that's because we didn't put in a quantity. So let's go back here. Let's click on Edit for the silver one. We'll scroll down. And you can see we got this quantity of 0. So let's make sure we've got 50 of those. Let's save it. And for the black one, let's have 80 of them. Okay, so all done. We'll save that. And now if we go back to the site and refresh, now the gold one, as before, has stock. The silver one also has stock. You see it's no longer sold out. And of course, it's the same story for the black one. And then just for completeness, let's return to the main products page. So we can simply click on all products at this stage. And of course, you can see that my fabulous French bulldog necklace has been added to the list. So congratulations, you now know how to add in a variable product. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in a third product. Okay, it's going to be a simple product. I'm only going to have 3 products in my store, but don't worry, that's going to be plenty enough to show you how the rest of this process is going to work. So of course you don't need to watch me add in a simple product again. That wouldn't be a good use of your time. You know how that works now. So I'm going to go away and do that, and I'll see you in a moment once I'm all finished. Okay, brilliant. So I'm back, and you can see I've added in this stunning dog pendant, Life is Simply Better. So just so there are no surprises, you can see what I've done here. Okay, here's the imagery, very similar to the simple product that we had before, and I've decided this time not to put it on sale. So let's just go back to our site just for completeness, make sure everything's there, and sure enough, it is. So massive congratulations if you got to this point in the course, and I'll see you very, very soon in the next lecture.